Om. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Om. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrasham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Saravadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Sadgurum Tam Namami. Adorations to the Divine Preceptor, who is the bliss of Brahman, the giver of supreme joy, the embodiment of Piva consciousness, beyond the pairs of opposites, vast like the ether, infinite, eternal, beyond all modifications. To that divine Guru, I offer my adorations. May we all offer adorations. And our humble Sashtang pranams at the holy lotus feet of Puji Gurudev Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj of Yoga Research Foundation, Miami, Florida, to Param Gurudev, to Adi Shankaracharya Ji, and to all saints and sages of the universe, our pranams. Blessed Self, adorations. The mystery of the soul, Katha Upanishad, translated in English by Pujya Gurudev Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj. Day 5 of Katha Upanishad. Mantra number 6. So the story continues about Nachiketas, the son, and Uddalaka, the father. The father has other names also. So mantra number 6. O Father, remember how our forefathers acted, and also how great men have acted in similar circumstances. Like corns, the mortals are born to die. And like corns, they are born again. So he's talking about the farming also, that they are born and they die also, and then they are born again. So the same principle applies to each and every soul. So seeing his father, this is Nachiketa, seeing his father in deep agony for having uttered these thoughtless words. Remember he had said, when Nachiketa asked him, O father, to whom will you donate me? I am your wealth also. And in anger, Uddalaka had uttered the words that I will give you to the Lord of Death. So now Nachiketa, seeing his father in deep agony for having uttered these thoughtless words, Nachiketa's thought, Let me relieve my father of his agony by adopting some wise method. He addressed his father, Dear father, thou hast not uttered a single false word from thy very birth. Please reflect over the steadfastness of your vow of truth. Even your forefathers did not utter an untruth, even at the risk of their lives. Therefore, turn your gaze to your forefathers and remember how they acted in similar conditions. Also, consider how others have acted. So, Karna gave away his natural armor to Indra, cutting it off from his body in order to keep the vow of truth. So, how many of you know Karna? So, Karna or Karan or Karna, he was the first son of Kunti. So, but he was born not because of two human beings, but because of the blessings she had received from Surya Bhagwan. And actually she was blessed by a Muni, a Rishi, that whenever she will wish, then it will happen. In Hindi they call Vardhan. So she had that, and somehow she said, let me test it out. So this is what had happened, and that caused her to become pregnant, and Karna was born, and she was so afraid, and like she didn't want anyone to know, because the baby was born before she was married, and then she had to give away the baby. She could not keep him, and that was hidden. That truth was hidden. For long time, Karna did not know at all. So this Karna was a very much giving person. He followed the truth. Anybody who asked for anything, he would just give. I've been to this place here where he was sitting on the banks of Ganga River, and there is a flat stone, Shila, where he sat, and he was donating gold whole day. And with the grace of our family in India, we were able to go visit that place. So Mahadani, he's called Mahadani because he just donates whatever anybody asks for, and not even that somebody asks, only then he would donate either way, whole day. And so the story goes on here to say Karna gave away his natural armor to Indra. So just to avoid, he was a very good archer also. So just to avoid Karna to be able to fight during the war in the best possible way, and he had the blessings to win because he was born with that armor and kundal, like some earrings, and therefore Indra tried to cheat him. And Karna was the friend of Duryodhan. The eldest of the Kauravas. And all Devi Devatas knew that Karna will be on the side of Duryodhan. And what if he fights so well and Duryodhan wins? So here this thing was done where Indra went to Karna and let's see, maybe the story is here. And he actually, ahead of time, I'm just saying it, he actually said that, I want your armor. Can you give it to me? So the story goes, Karna gave away his natural armor to Indra, cutting it off from his body in order to keep the vow of truth. Shivi gave away his flesh to a pigeon that took refuge in him. Many have given away their lives to save virtuous men who sought their refuge. Dadichi. So I do not know too much of this. I know a little bit about giving away his flesh. Shiva says she gave away his flesh to a pigeon because he knew in the past lives of his karma. And then Dadichi. How many of you have heard of Dadichi? He was a Rishi Muni, very, very, very strong saint and Rishi, and his bones were asked for to make the bow and arrows, and he did not think twice. He said yes. And that, there's a long story behind it, and that Dhanush was made, and that's the one that Sita Mata was able to lift with one hand, and it was like, oh, it's so heavy, no one can lift it. So how come? And that's the Dhanush that Lord Rama broke also to be able to marry Sita Mata. Not many people know this story, but it is there. Janakpur, Swami Nikhilanandaji has gone, visited. I did not. We went to Nepal, but I was unable to go visit Janakpur. But he brought a pamphlet. I read from there about this bow made out of Dadichi's bones, and it's in other scriptures also though, because his bones were so vajra, so strong. Sri Hanumanji is called Vajra because he's so strong. So that's what it is noted here. Dadichi gave away his bones to the gods. They came and asked for it. King Dashratha sent his eldest and dearest son Rama into the densest forest to keep his word. Many others in the past suffered innumerable afflictions in order to keep their words. Please remember them now, O father. So Nachiketa is reminding his father to keep his vow, be truthful. What you said now has to happen. Don't take it back. So just as the sun cooks, that means ripens, the fruits on the trees and the grains in the fields, so the time spirit sends the beings of the world to death day by day. The individual soul or jiva is subject to repeated incarnations due to the virtuous and vicious deeds. So because of the good or bad karma, these jiva the soul, the jiva, is subject to repeated incarnations. That means repeated death and birth. So having attained a transitory life, one should not commit any sinful act. Rather, one should perform virtuous deeds always. O Father, even if you do not send me to death, still I shall surely die in the course of time. So he is reminding his father that if you stop me, you do not send me to the god of death, the lord of, that means Yama, Lord Yama. If you do not send me there now, for sure one day, in course of time, I will die. So you and all other creatures must die one day or the other. Therefore, please send me to death. Keep your words. On the other hand, if you render your words false because of your affection for me, you will surely suffer from the evil consequences of false speaking. That's why we are told to speak truth all the time. But there is one thing that stops us. If you can save somebody, even in the court, if you can save somebody from hanging, or somebody who would be killed, or somebody who will be suffering, well, criminals are criminals, but when you have to speak the truth. But if you know somebody did not commit that crime and that person is there in court, and you are supposed to say something to say that, oh, he did commit the crime. So you can, over there, to protect that person, you can say that he did not commit the crime. There are many stories right now. I will not deviate, and just a small one I will say, that a Rishi Muni who was sitting in a cave meditating, and all of a sudden there was a thief chasing a cow because he wanted to steal that cow, and that cow ran into the cave and sat in there and kind of hid right inside. And then this thief came running. He went into the cave, and then he asked the Rishi Muni, have you seen the cow? Have you seen the cow? And then the Rishi Muni quickly remembered that I'm going to save this cow because she will be hurt, she will be stolen, she might be abused by this thief, and who knows, maybe he will take her and kill her. So he said no, and God did not punish him because he saved the cow from death. So those are the types, those are the places you can say, I wouldn't say you tell lies, but again, that's what it means, that you can to protect someone like that, you can deny and say, no, I did not see. So here he says, if you don't do the truth, if you don't say the truth, you will surely suffer from the evil consequences of false speaking. I too shall attain lower status due to disobedience of your command. So he says, if I don't go to the Lord of Death, I will also be punished because I am disobeying you. Hearing these words of Nachiketas, Uddalaka sent his son to Yamaloka. so the world of Yama, the abode of death, with a heavy heart. It was not the ripe moment for Nachiketas. Yama, the god of death, was engaged in affairs away from his palace. Hearing from his servants that Yama had gone to some other place, Nachiketas fasted there for 3 days at the door of Lord Yama. He fasted. Yama did not return to his house for 3 days in order to test the patience of Nachiketas. Of course, Lord Yama knew that Nachiketas is there, but he did not come back early, and he said, let me also test his patience. So we all get tested for our patience. Ask yourself, do you pass that test when time comes? You have to try and remind yourself and follow the guidelines. For sure, we all get tested. The omniscient Lord Yama had already directed his servants thus. So this is what he directed. So that was the rule of Yamaloka. If in my absence Nachiketas arrives here, please send him away to the earth by instructing him in various ways. So accordingly, the servants of Yama told Nachiketas, O Nachiketas, why did you come to this terrible land of death? You have arrived here before the time fixed for you. Yama does not accept any creature who is not meant to die. This is why Yama is not present. Please hurry back to your palace or to your place, to your father's home. That is your place. Hurry back. So, though advised again and again, Nachiketas never wavered from his unflinching patience. Seeing the unwavering determination of Nachiketas, Yama returned after 3 days. Seeing Yama return, the servants of Yama told him thus. Mantra number 7. O Lord Yama, the fire god himself has arrived in the form of this guest. Therefore, the people bring peace, offerings, and water to appease him. Do thou bring water, O son of the sun god? A Brahmin guest is even like fire. He must be appeased by showing reverence to him. Any disrespect shown to him destroys the merits of the host. So Lord Yama knows that he is the host. And any wrongdoing, if we do not offer him water, if we do not give him food, then any disrespect, that means it's disrespect. Any disrespect shown to him destroys the merits of the host. Even as fire consumes a forest, Yama, who is the Lord of all laws, cannot violate them because he must set an example for all to follow. Just like we said, the elders should be an example. They should set example. And the youngers, they should follow their elders. So it should be always the good example. And then we will continue mantra 8 tomorrow, the next session. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Let's pray for all. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmiyo Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namah Om, Hara 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 Haraya Namah Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namah Om, Hara 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 Haraya Namah Om, Hara 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 Haraya Namah Om, Hara 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 Haraya Namah Om. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmiyo Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Divine love, light, peace, prosperity, healing, bliss, Shakti, Bhakti and Mukti to you and your near and dear ones. Shubham Mangalam. This is Swami Lalita Priyananda from Sacramento, California. Harihi Om Tat Sat.